I'm Adam Marino.
And I'm Mike Marino. That's right, we're related.
We are two cousins talking music and how it relates to us.
And why it should relate to you.
This is How It's Related. Yes, middle of March Madness. How you feeling?
I'm a little tired.
It's your madness out. Yeah. The madness is getting
so angry.
Yeah. I know with work stuff, it's tiring.
Work is hard.
Work sucks. I know.
Yeah. Like, what was? I think it's Wayne's World 2. They're talking about how they're on the radio and it's Harry Shearer.
Yeah.
Talking about the concert that he's putting on, and the guy's just not paying attention, and he's loading records, and he's like, yeah, work is hard. Okay.
That's good. That is good.
And that reminded me of that. Here we are.
And that's how your brain works.
Mm-hmm.
So another episode of How It's Related, and we are in the middle of our March Madness, a little different than what UCLA and Auburn are doing. You have no idea. That's totally fine. So
I don't even have a smart ass comment
because you're just sure. I don't know.
I got offered a square today at work, and I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
trying
that.
To quit,
yeah. Yeah, I'm a square.
Yeah. It's very high school.
A square. Get out of here.
Can't spare a square.
I knew I recognized that voice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough derailment. I guess solid 2 minutes of derail. All right, because we honestly have a good show. Normally that's a lie.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
But today it's not. It's for real. Because I think
we painted it.
Yeah. We painted the rust, so it looks better. So today is the rap bracket. And I will start by saying that we had a little different formula, which I think just makes it fun. Last bracket was country, in which we just were like reading what AI did. And we're like, oh, there you go.
Probably.
And yeah, exactly. But this time, and before that, I will say, before I let you take the reins on rock, and I'm going to take the reins next week on pop. But this is the most fun, I think, because we both kind of get into it, and we have to finish it today. So we're going to finish it and talk through it today. I thought that would be the best way to go, because I feel like it's interesting enough, and people can, wait for it, relate.
I don't get it.
That's not the name of the show or anything. So here's what we did. I said, hey, send me 8. Don't send me 16, because we're going to have a lot of the same. So just give me about 8 or so, and I'll intertwine mine, and then we'll talk through it. So this was the list. Read your list that you sent me.
Okay, I had, in no particular order, I think, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tech N9ne, Sugar Hill Gang.
You wrote it, dude.
I know, but I've got comments
like,
about that. Royce the
right.
5'9", Tupac, Biggie, Big Daddy Kane, I guess.
There's no guessing. That's what you wrote.
That is what I wrote. But
that's all we're talking about. Now you can second guess yourself. The floor is yours. Go.
Well, it's not so much that I'm second guessing myself,
You're
but
doing
it's
something.
like in other brackets or genres or whatever you want to call it, where it's like, are we just nodding to someone who deserves credit as a pioneer? Because like the game has evolved so much since then. If you like a first time listener listening to Sugar Hill, be like, this is garbage. What is this?
But they
is this for 5-year-olds?
Right,
but they
the hip,
right, just doopy doopy doop, and the chicken, it tastes like wood.
Yeah,
does it? Like, okay,
and that's why I don't have them in.
Yeah,
for that reason.
Sure,
like you can be a pioneer, but like the first one isn't always the best just because they're the first, and we can officially give them a lot of credit. You just did. all right, well, it's a big show. We got to move on. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, yep, good. You're correct. But they're not in the top 16. It is my opinion on it based on what this bracket is supposed to be. Because, and again, it's also fair that you don't maybe understand the full aura of this thing, because what you're supposed to do, I would say, in this is that whenever you have a name on here, you should think to yourself, could this person beat Dolly Parton in a bracket matchup?
That's where it gets a little silly to me.
And that's fair.
Pretty silly.
But that's what I'm just trying to explain to you, because they're going to verse each other and see who wins.
See, in making selections for lists for things like this right now, my thoughts were very genuine. Like, the question is best rappers. What is rapping? What makes you the best? And so I went that route rather than most popular song of all time or whatever.
No, but then I still don't see why you have Sugar Hill then. Now, you did put a question mark.
It was because, are you supposed to just include that?
So, okay, and here's what this is just 16 names that I put together then based on yours that you gave me. So then I came back and I sent you this for 16 names, okay? And this is no particular order. Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tech N9ne, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Big Daddy Kane, Royce da 5'9", Rakim, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, Outkast, Ice Cube, Scarface, KRS-One. So then we started having a discussion. Do you want to take any out of this? And this is where now the show gets good. This is the show today, because we've
got a show.
Because and like I said, this will be one of the best shows we've done in a month and a half, in my opinion. Because now here we go. Because I just think we have to talk through no Ludacris.
Oh, that's exactly what I was about to bring up, son. So that was your skeleton list, your sketch list. Why is Ludacris on that list? It was my thought. Why? Because of song popularity, most collabs with pop stars? I don't...
So, okay.
He does not fit the metric that I would use to make...
You're taking away points because he talked about Starbucks with Justin Bieber when he was 12?
I'm taking away points because we're looking at best rappers. Is he the best rapper? One of the best rappers?
Have you
ever heard
Twista?
Have you ever heard... yeah, because he's fast.
And Busta Rhymes and Luda is like...
here's the thing.
It's not easy to do.
Sure. It's a great skill. But
except make it make sense where you can understand what the guy's saying. That's hard.
Okay, yeah, it's hard. None of it doesn't require skill. But have you ever heard a conversation where Ludacris is mentioned as one of the greatest of all time? Zero. -10. No, never. Not once.
I'll be honest.
This is the show. This is the only time he's ever been brought up in this conversation.
I'll be honest. I don't think Royce da 5'9" has been in a lot of those.
Widely considered.
I'm just telling you my opinion too. Now, I'm not saying I promise I'm not saying, oh, Ludacris definitely has to be on, but I am saying he is worth the discussion of it. Now, okay, the other thing is when you talk Ice Cube, yes, he outlasted, well, he didn't necessarily outlast Dre. It's just Dre wasn't really the rapper. He put rap out, but it wasn't like, whereas Ice Cube, and what I'm getting at is NWA. Like, how do you just simply say, nope, not NWA, not Dr. Dre, and it literally is Ice Cube? I think Ice Cube needs to be in there at some point, dude.
If from that pool, yeah, it would have to be Ice Cube. Eyes to Cubes. Because, the NWA dynamic, I didn't see the movies or the documentaries or anything, so I could be wrong. But, like, as I know it, Dre was the music guy, producer. Cube wrote all the words, all of the lyrics, and
That's why he's in.
they told Eazy-E how and what to do,
They coached him.
and he just like
And-
woo-ba-da-ba-doo.
And he got good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think he got pretty
Yeah.
good. Above average.
He can't land on the beat, but that's beside the point.
But it's kind of like the thing. It made it the like kind of thing a little bit. It still worked. It just did. I don't know how to explain it. In my opinion.
No, it worked. There was nothing like it.
Yeah.
And that's, that is something to take into
So
consideration.
you're saying you haven't seen the movie
No.
based on it really is good with
his son is in, all their sons are in it, basically. It's like Fuller House or whatever.
so only
probably not like
O'Shea
that.
only O'Shea, Ice Cube's son. And he dude, I'm telling you, he crushes it. And it's really good. It's really good. The guy who plays Eazy-E does you do a double take. You're like, is that his son? Or like, it's good. And they basically tell the story of how they coached him because he was just a drug dealer, gangbanger, not ever a rapper. And they're just like the scene where he says cruising down the street and how many takes he has to do it, and they keep on making fun of him. And now when you listen to the song, it still doesn't sound exactly right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
that whole song,
just
he's
funny.
just not in. She's not locked in at all. You can. I don't know.
But they just went with it, and it still works.
Like,
and
this
it's
is the least shitty version that he did. Hey, okay,
there you go. Yeah,
they don't know any better. Just release it. It's fine.
yeah. And like I said, it really is good overall with everything. But so we're saying Ice Cube, and then we're saying here's another thing that we talked about that I am on board for. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You really want to vote him off the island? We didn't even
No.
freaking mention him. Dude, he needs to be
Here, okay. He's in the conversation, sure, but
dude,
his
over
style,
J.
though,
Cole.
his style though, he
What?
doesn't like Jay-Z. He doesn't write things down. He just makes up little.
But Jay-Z's on this list, and you're not taking him off, are you?
We're not talking about taking him off. I am agreeing that Lil Wayne should be on the list. Dude, a couple years ago, Lil Wayne was my top Spotify artist for whatever year, 2023 or something like that.
Well, shout out to 2023, so you can't take him off. Or
shout
we
out
have
to shouting out shout outs.
We have to put him on. And what I'm saying is, I think he belongs better than Scarface or
Yeah.
Tech N9ne.
Yeah,
Like,
I suppose. Yeah.
so, okay, then we need to figure out, is there anyone else? I mentioned JD. You were like, no, and I wasn't like petitioning him for him to be on. It's very easy to have him outside the top 16, but I think as a producer and stuff like that. But again, J. Cole.
I don't think either of us mentioned LL Cool J.
And
But the same conversation could be had,
yeah, I just think
This is the thing when we started this. There's so many. You could easily make a list of 32 legit, for each thing. So it's hard to why some people don't. And we don't even have to talk about it. Would you say get your own podcast or something? Whatever.
yeah, if you don't like it, then start your own podcast. I can help you with it.
All you need is a library.
Yeah, and all these cool mics that we use for free.
Yeah.
And a cousin mic. That's all you need. A mic and a mic. Or Nas would say just one. And scene.
Okay.
That's a reel right there. That was an Instagram reel we just made. It's good. 47 seconds.
Cool.
All right, so now let me ask you this. What is... Man. Who are your bottom feeders? So, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tupac, Notorious, Rakim, Lil Wayne, Outkast, Ice Cube, Kendrick. Like, who would beat up who? Like, obviously, I feel like Eminem's not in the bottom 8, nor is
I think the
Ice
obvious
Cube.
ones on the list are on the top. The obvious ones. For just right out of the gate.
So let's go. So, okay, let me ask you this. Does anyone not belong? Big Daddy Kane, but then who goes in?
Right. Candyman.
We do not. Do we talk about? Do we talk about Drake? He's not in here.
I don't have a problem with him not being on that list. But here's the thing. I'm not a rap expert. I grew up listening and loving friends who were considered in that area somewhat experts. And I listened and I observed and, you know, I took notes and I learned what makes a good rapper. But again, it's all opinion based. So
Yeah.
like Drake is like, I don't know. I feel nothing when I listen to Drake.
Really?
I don't care. And there's one song one time 20 years ago, and I think it was in like a Sprite commercial now or something. But, you know, and like I said, the best part of that song was Eminem. So,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough to make these lists. It was very easy to make a country list, but
Yeah, and that's why I think this is a better show.
yeah.
So, all right, then the top 8. Let's say Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie. That's 5. Ice Cube. That's 6. Are you putting Kendrick?
I wouldn't.
Lil Wayne?
What are you at, 6?
I'm at 5. We're at Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tupac. Hold on. Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie, and Ice Cube is 6. Ice Cube is 6. So we're
And
at
then-
6. We need 2 more that are like for sure, you know. Oh, Will Smith.
I was going to make a comment like, I am very proud of you for not putting him on this list.
Yeah, I would never. Just like I wouldn't put LL Cool J. He's in the top 25, but not in the top 16. So I think I'm good with Lil Wayne, dude.
He's so little. Yeah.
And then Kendrick?
Why are you putting him higher on the list? Because
I'm just saying a
he's
top 8.
most relevant? Okay.
I'm just saying top 8. I wasn't making an order.
Kendrick over KRS or
Yeah.
Scarface?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, then if there's only room for one more because Lil Wayne is number 7, do you have KRS-One or
KRS.
KRS-One or Scarface? Because there's only one
Yeah.
that can be in the top 8 because we have 7.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it hard. Like it really, really.
I know,
matters.
like a real like.
Like it's like.
But you should have a reason of why, though. I mean, that's fair. Like
the point that you brought up. The conversation. How many people thank or give credit to KRS-One across the board, across multiple genres?
more than
of
Scarface.
music? Way more than Scarface.
There you go. All right. So, and then at number 9, literally that first one would be Scarface in that bottom.
Scarface.
So that's fair to say, right? So
I'm forgetting who the rest of the people.
well, right, but let's get the top 8. Are we saying Eminem is number 1?
We're totally MySpacing these rappers.
Yeah.
Are we saying that Eminem is number 1? We kind of have to.
All right.
Because he just might actually be.
It's so crazy but come on. Okay. Tupac number 2,
I like it.
Biggie, and then Jay-Z.
I prefer Biggie over Jay-Z, yeah.
Biggie, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, Lil Wayne. And then
I would
KRS-One is
flip
8.
flop Lil Wayne and Ice Cube.
Ice Cube ahead.
Lower.
Oh, okay. Lil Wayne ahead of Ice Cube. Okay. So at number 1 is Eminem. Number 2 is Tupac. Number 3 is Biggie. Number 4, oh, we forgot Nas. He's after Jay-Z.
Oh.
Now remember their beef.
Before he's ahead of Jay-Z.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
He's ahead of Jay-Z. I'm correct. He's ahead of Jay-Z.
Okay, so
he might even be higher on that list than that slot.
Number 1 is Eminem. Number 2 is Tupac. Number 3 is Biggie. Number 4 would be Nas.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Nas. Number 5 is Jay-Z. Number 6 is Lil Wayne. Number 7 is Ice Cube. And number 8 is KRS-One. That's the top 8.
Okay.
That's fair, right? And then we have Outkast, J. Cole, Scarface, Kendrick Lamar, Rakim, Royce da 5'9", Big Daddy Kane, and Tech N9ne in the bottom 8.
Yeah.
Now,
the order of those.
Now, I'll make one final argument.
Have you noticed that not a single Wu-Tang affiliate is in that list?
I was just going to say Method Man, dude. I was going to say one more thing, and you...
I would go RZA or GZA over Method Man. One of those two.
But do you just say Wu-Tang?
Well, that's like 38 dudes.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. And all their affiliate later people.
I would put them ahead of Big Daddy Kane, Tech N9ne.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Wu-Tang, dude.
It's hard to think of these things on the spot.
No, I know. Well, that's
that was a huge one. That was like one of my favorite ones.
I know. And plus, they are forever.
They
goes without saying.
For a long time.
Okay,
Wu-Tang for a long time.
So how about we take out Tech N9ne?
That stings, but yeah, okay.
For Wu-Tang. I mean.
Neener.
Okay, and then at number 16, the least of these, Rakim.
Yeah.
Then Big Daddy Kane is next lowest, or like right at 15. 14 would be like J. Cole. Kendrick Lamar.
That was your contribution, and I'm trying to think of a J. Cole song. Can't.
Well, okay, but
like, does he even have songs?
Yeah. Yes, but
he answers honestly, yes, he does.
What I mean is there? Well, oh my gosh, dude. Hold on, take out J. Cole and put in Snoop.
Who's that? He was on what we had talked about.
I'm going through our text messages, and I was like, what about Snoop? And you were like, oh yeah, I suppose. You can't not have him in a list of top 16, dude. That's not
have him, but
that's really weird to not have Snoop Dogg. And I'm not saying in the last 10 years, but how about the previous 30?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Right. But again, then are we just talking about popularity and hit songs? Are we talking about actual skill as a rapper? Because does then he belong on that?
It's all. It encompasses,
that high on the list?
It encompasses everything. He's not in the top 8, but it encompasses everything. It's all rolled up into one. And again, Snoop Dogg has a chance to beat Dolly Parton. It has a chance to beat Megadeth. Like, that's what I'm saying. Again, that's bracketology, Holmes.
I don't like it. Don't ever say that again. That's levitation, Holmes.
So, yeah, Snoop Dogg is in. Over, let's see. Snoop Dogg will be not KRS-One, leave him, but like a Rakim. Like, I get Rakim was skilled. Like, your son is very skilled. But I just definitely take out J. Cole to put Snoop. That you would be on board with that because you already said.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. Cuz then that's Snoop, KRS-One, Outkast, Kendrick Lamar, Big Daddy Kane, that Tech N9ne, Wu-Tang. I think that's pretty good. And Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane seems a bit random on this. A little bit.
Again, that's like a nod. It's a
Yeah,
nod.
they can, and he can be in the top 16, but okay, so we have the list then because we really feel solid on the top 8. We had less argument in the top 8 than anything else. And so here is the list. Tech N9ne, Royce da 5'9", Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Kendrick Lamar, Wu-Tang Clan, Outkast, KRS-One, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Nas, The Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, and of course number 1, Eminem. Okay, feel good about it. That's pretty good. It is difficult to... I'm interested to see people's comments when they're like, I can't believe you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's what I kind of want to know. Like, definitely let us know where, especially in the top 8, if we flubbed up that one, and then in the pool, in the bracket itself of 16, was there a couple names? I would venture to say there's 2 or 3 names that people would say they don't belong. They're top 50. That's great. They're good, but for what you're doing, they don't belong. And instead, Busta Rhymes does, or LL Cool J, or I don't know, whatever it is. But Birdman. No. He flies in any weather. Nelly?
No.
I agree, but like...
No one would say that. Zero. Literally 0 people would say that.
It is getting hot in here. So...
Do not take off your clothes.
So I'd be interested to see how people can attack this, because I'm up for it. The debate.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's angry and has a solid list of people that we didn't even consider.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So, all right, we're getting closer to the Beware the Ides of March are coming to a close very soon. I'm interested to see, once we throw pop in there.
It's soda.
Once we throw our pop bracket in there and then we combine and they all attack each other, you got Lil Wayne slicing the throat of Dolly Parton and Megadeth getting trampled.
Such a
by
weird fight.
Michael Jackson. He
this
moonwalks
is a weird fight
on Megadeth. But that's what's going to happen. So we will start actually the matchups and discuss who would win and why. I'll give the pop bracket to you right away, and that's the one that I'm taking full control of. You had full control of rock. We had AI do country. We have discussed rap together, and now I take the reins for pop. I'll get into that super quick, and then we'll get into the full brackets, and I'll explain, because you're going to be confused. So I will unconfuse you.
I bet you won't. But
but I shall do my best.
And I swear to God, if Collective Soul is at the top of your pop list, I'm going to flip this desk over.
Stop. No.
It is.
They're right after Creed. So
careful.
Yeah. Careful, actually. Like
Careful.
Like, yeah. All right. We'll just have to see next week. Nothing.
No.
All right. Okay, so if you happen to like this episode, please tell a friend.
And if you didn't like this episode, please tell nobody.
Be sure to like and subscribe on Apple and Spotify and, of course, YouTube.
Follow us on social media as the links are in the show notes.
Remember to check out our next episode where we will tell you how it's related.